Words, they can't explain the most beautiful to the most saddest scene we see in film and TV shows. It's really what we feel inside when we see a good or a bad film that says it all. But why is that? Is it the acting, the story, the tone, the sound, or the editing of a scene that makes us cheer? Cry.
Gwen. Gwen. No, please, please. Please.
Laugh.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Ah shit! No! That is not happening right now! Spit fuck the captain's daughter! Shit! You fuck Captain Six's daughter? Captain! What the fuck? You bragged to him to his face! To his actual face, Captain! Do you understand that? This face right here, you bragged to that face? You actually high-fived Schmidt for fucking your daughter. Holy shit! Oh my god, it's really not that funny.
Or be mind blown by the epicness of that spaceship battle from Star Wars. Well, it's all of it really, but it all has to come together, and that's where the editor comes in. An editor's job is to clarify rather than confuse, determining the right shots from one another. During the rough cut stage, the editor has an idea of how the scene will flow, keeping continuity and transition from one scene to the other.
Doctor?
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 And doctor. Well, we miss anyone?
In the final editing stage, depending on the scene, the editor's goal is to bring a proper pacing and tone into the scene. But to do so, the editor must understand the story.
That's detonation.
For instance, when a pause should be added during dialogue to bring more of a dramatic feeling and showing a reaction or expression from the character. This is something I think is important because through their expression, you're able to see some emotion in the character, even if it's just for a few seconds. But an editor unfamiliar with the story might leave out the reaction, thinking the pause was a mistake by the actor, and by doing so, breaking the pacing and the rhythm of the scene, or even the film itself, in which it sort of ruins the expression from a character a bit, by showing less of what could be an amazing, emotional, and climactic scene of the entire movie feels instead dull and dry with bad pacing and rhythm. Through pacing, the editor is able to give the viewers an emotional response, which is important. For example, a scene with fast and rapid pacing suggests intensity and excitement.
You betrayed my mother!
A scene with slower pacing can be less intense and more relaxed.
Where do all these guys come from?
Viewers know when a film feels off, and that's because we can sense it. From the abrupt transition to when well, basically it has its own science. And that's why editing should appear seamless, largely going unnoticed by the audience. With bad edits or bad shots, it would just draw unnecessary attention to the production efforts, being distracted of what the camera is doing or the lack of polishing in the editing. Viewers should instead be immersed in the story and caught up with the characters. And of course, it's not just what we see, it's also what we hear, from the background noise to the music. That is as important to us to give us the sense of pacing and rhythm. With properly added sound, a scene can feel so emotional, but be longer than it actually is. And that's because even the sound or the music immerses us. To conclude, the editor is just as important as the actor, director, and the story itself, so that all of these elements can come together. The editor, with time and experience, develops a sense of pacing and rhythm. Intuition, or that gut feeling, may be the only way to judge a film's good or bad pacing and rhythm. As I said, words can't explain it, but it's really what we feel that says it all.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.